Hello my dear friends, you're on the Military Summary channel, and today we will discuss the situation in Ukraine on the 13th of March. We got a lot of very important and very interesting information from the Ukraine front lines today, and let's start and go step by step. As soon as Russia announced that they are regrouping their forces, and as I told in my previous videos, they're moving all their unused free forces to the Donbas border, and one of such places is Kherson. Russia took as much as possible forces from this territory and they dropped them to the Donbas south border, and which allow Ukrainian forces to start their counterattack operation. I can't say the main line of their attacks is from Kryvyi Rih. There is no attacks from Mykolaiv because Mykolaiv suffered much last days. They lost a lot of soldiers. As we spoke, they lost a lot of soldiers in the town with the rockets fire. They lost a lot of soldiers in this operation. They were trying to attack Kherson from the west. So the main clashes and the main attack in this territory are from the north, from Kryvyi Rih, from this town. I don't think that the main purpose of this attack is to take control over Kherson. It's not true. It's impossible to take Kherson, at least for now. But the main purpose of this attack from Ukrainian side to freeze the Russian forces in this territory and not to allow them to do their regroup successful, and not to allow Russians to drop their forces to the south of the Donbas border. Mariupol without changes. I mean that Russians, they're taking street by street, town by town. They're splitting. They did a lot of mini boilers in this town, a lot of, and now they're cleaning the city. I think another week they will need another week to clean this territory totally up. All these things are saying us that the second stage of Russian special operation in Ukraine has begun. We got a lot of interesting news from the south of Donbas border. First of all, I want to tell you that Russians, they don't want to take this. This is the Donbas border. You see, it's not a completed Donbas border. You see that there is one part of this border from the west is totally free, and Ukrainians, they theoretically have possibility to rotate with this territory, to change forces, supply, and so on. What are the Russians' plan in the global scope? First of all, they want to split this border into two parts, and for these purposes they're attacking in town named Avdiivka. This town, and we discussed this operation in past few videos, they're going to the north, like in parallel mode with this road, but their main purpose is to turn to the left and to cut this road. This will allow them to cut the communications and connections between town Pokrovsk and town Bakhmut. This is Bakhmut, we discussed in my previous video. There's Ukrainian force, they're preparing feast here, a very powerful feast, and the Pokrovsk is another fortitude territory where they have another very powerful feast, and it's something like another command head center of Donbas border. One of them is located in Kramatorsk, another one is here. So their main target is to cut this road. So they want to split Donbas border as they did in Mariupol. They tried to split Mariupol into few pieces, and we knew that on the first stage of their operation in Mariupol they created at least 4 separate parts. So the same tactic they are using here. First, they need to split this big border into more small pieces. So they're attacking in the town named Avdiivka to cut off this Bakhmut road. But I would like to discuss the south of the Donbas border. Today we got some news from this territory, and we discussed that the most important town here is town named Kurakhova. This is also a fortitude territory, very nice defense there, But the main problem of this town that you see, from one side is their benefit, but from the other side it's also not, it's a big problem for them. You see that there is a river here, and this is a very long river, and we can say that this fortitude is staying on the Russian side, and it's just a matter of time when Russian will be able to take this town. And what Russian did today, on this map it's not very, we can't see this very well, but I will turn to another map and you will see that today Russians managed to take town Zolotaya Niva, and now they're moving to town Velikaya Novoselka. On this map, this is this town. On these two maps, these two sources, they're proving our main idea that Russians are trying to take Velikaya Novoselka, and they will do this. It's a very important town, and I don't think that they will do a very clean job as they try to do in even Mariupol, if we can call Mariupol operations a clean job, or in Izum. I think that because of the temp and the speed of this operation should be very fast, I'm afraid that this town will be ruined and this town will be deleted from the world map. Because with the main idea, they want to take this town as fast as possible and then to move to the north and to take this town and cut Kurakhov from the big land. This is a very powerful fortitude territory, but it will be a very powerful fortitude territory, but cut from the rest of Ukraine. And if so, it will be just a question of time when this fortitude will fall. So now they're trying to cut this road, and then they will turn to the right and they will attack Kurakhov from the west. Another group are here, they're moving slowly town by town in this direction, and they will attack Kurakhov from the south. And in Marinka region they're also trying to attack from the east. So this is the tactical scope of this operation on the south of Donbas border. We discussed the Avdiivka operation. It's the place where Russian forces are moving to the town named New York, and they will turn to the left somewhere here, and then they will try to cut this road in some of these places. Maybe they will try to go right to the north, but it's very dangerous because from the west side inside there will be like a very powerful fortitude area, and this cross is right in front of another fortitude area, so it's much more better for them to find solution how to turn to the left and to cut this territory somewhere in the middle between Pokrovsk and Konstantinovka. Why are they why will they do this somewhere here, all these things somewhere here? Now let's move. I will miss the Severodonetsk Lysychansk regions, and we will go back to Izum. About the Izum, as far as you know, as far as discussed in the previous video, the current front line is somewhere here. It's very close to Slaviansk, but we understand now, and I understand that to attack Slaviansk in front, they can do this, of course, no matter that it's a fortitude area, it's ahead of their defense, head of their army in this region. Of course, it's possible, and I think that they will do this, but the main purpose of this operation on this road will be just to freeze forces, to establish fire control, to establish their eyes on the territory, and so on. The main direction of their attack will be town Barvinkove. This town, this road, and this is their main target. Why is that? I will explain it. First of all, you see that Barvinkove is very difficult to defend. It's a town on the field, on the hill, on the valley, not on the hill. It's like a simple valley, and you can attack this town from west, east, south. Of course, there is a river, but it's not a very big river. There are a few bridges here, and it's very easy to establish pontoon bridges over somewhere a little bit in the north or on the west, on the south. So there we'll take this town, and it's a very important town for them, and the main importance of this town is the next. I will try to move from this town to the south in more zoomed view. I will move from this town to the south, and you will see, and you can see that there is no obstacles on the road. You see that they can move from this town to the south, just from town to town, no rivers. They can pass, for example, here. It's a very small village. No Ukrainian forces won't be able to establish there any fortitude. They will just destroy it. Or they can go on this side, then they're moving again to the south. You see again, yes, of course, there is nice place to establish defense, but it's impossible to fight against the Russian forces because they are very powerful on the north. We discussed that they have a lot of supplies, of course, reinforcements, some forces from Kharkiv. It's a very big, powerful army. There is no more obstacles here, and then they're moving again to the south. They can move to the south, they can move to the south, and now we are here. We are here. It's the place where, according to the target and the main purpose of a group which located near town New York, and this is their place where they need to cut off this road. So theoretically, if these guys near Avdiivka, near town village New York, will be successful, their main purpose is to get here, to cut this road from the south, in this area, and the Russian forces which are moving from town Barvinkove, they also will be able to get this area as well. You see that there is no rivers, there is like a road, and they can get almost here. So, and this will allow Russian forces to cut this territory into two pieces. This will be one border, and this will be another. It won't be even a border because from this side they won't be able to cut, but we don't know what is they're planning to do with from this region. Maybe they're planning to attack from here as well, and they will do this because they need to freeze forces from Zaporozhye and Dnipro. Of course, these towns, they have enough of infrastructure, enough of power to support these regions, and of course one of the most important part for forces in the south also to cut this road, to move somewhere here, and not to allow the main target is public. It will be very not soon. So I think that the first main step of the special operation in the Donbas border, as Russians say, to free this territory, is to make a small border here on the line of Barvinkove, Avdiivka, this line. So this is their main purpose, to establish fire control, to cut the roads, and after they will establish at least some line, like we can see such lines on the north. You see, like it's just the controlling of roads, some block posts. If they will be able to do this, after that they will start moving to the north, to the west, and to the east. Today I got some information that in this part of Donbas border there are 52,000 of Ukrainian soldiers. That's a lot, and this operation will be very difficult. Now let's move to town Lyman. This is the town we discussed, and today I got information, and I will show you this on another map. So this is town Lyman. We are here. You see that Russians, they took town Terny, and they're moving very close to town Lyman from the north. Another line, another group attacked town Zhutlovka, and now Russians, they're cleaning up this territory, and they're trying to take town named Staraya Krasnyanka. So they're trying to clean this territory, totally to clean this territory, and they want to establish their fire control somewhere here, and this will allow them to establish fire and eye control over these roads, because they won't be able to cross this river, Seversky Donetsk, the main headache of Russian forces in Ukrainian campaign. But at least if they will establish their artillery somewhere here, they will be able to attack the suburbs of Lysychansk. You see that there's just a few roads which can give opportunity to Ukrainian forces to drop their like heavy force and so on, and after fire control will be established from this territory, they will cut off these roads, and it will allow Russian forces to clean up totally the town named Rubizhnoye and Severodonetsk, and they will get to the front line of this river. And now that's it for today. Thank you for your watching. Thank you for your comments. Thank you. You really do my work much more better. So have a good day and subscribe my channel, and have a good day.